Hello and welcome back to another race coordinator tutorial. In this tutorial, what we're going to do is we're gonna take a previously set up race, specifically the round robin format we did in the previous tutorial, and we're going to change it to make it a practice race. So we're going to show you how to set up a practice race and show you exactly what's important in a practice race setup, and then show you the race itself. Again, we could do this through the wizard or the manager, but because the manager allows us to update an existing race configuration and change it, or create a new one off an existing one, which is what we're going to do. That's the ideal way to do this particular one, because we'll get things like call-outs that are already set up and things like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the Manage Race screen here. It's going to launch up here. Now you'll notice, again, in previous tutorials we've talked about this, but there's nothing filled in, there's no default values, nothing selected. That's because no race is currently selected, so I'm going to select the tutorial round robin race, and now you'll notice instantly the name is filled in, all sorts of other fields are filled in. So this race is exactly like the round robin tutorial. First thing I'm going to do is change the name. We're going to call it tutorial practice. I don't want to update the previous race, I want to create a whole new one. And now all we have to do is find the properties that make sense, or that make up a practice race. As you know, a practice race, if you watch some of the other tutorials, a practice race is a race in which it's literally just seating. I'm sorry, seating doesn't make any difference. It's literally just tune your car, drive on the track, race around, get timed, but there's no stats track, there's no changing of seating, the scoring doesn't exist, none of that stuff matters. So, because we base it off of this one, the number one most important property to change will be the rotation format here. So you can see, because we selected the round robin format is selected, so we're just going to change that to practice. Now you'll notice down here the heat view instantly changed, and there's only one heat. It's with lane 1, lane 2, lane 3, lane 4. Notice there's no driver names, no nothing, even though I had added these drivers in. If I go back, I can show you. Right now it's a round robin race. That's how it started out, and you can see it's using the drivers that I've added in over here to show a sampling of what this race would look like if those 20 drivers were racing. And so you can see clearly there's 20 heats, and that's exactly what a round robin is. As soon as I click practice like I did before, the names go away, everything goes away, because no driver is assigned any particular lane. Any driver can race on any lane in a practice race. Technically speaking, we could say add right now and you'd be good. In fact, let's do that and just show you real quick. So now it's created. I'm going to close it up, and let's show you what we end up with out of that. So I'm going to select the practice race down here, and I'm going to say race. What you're going to see is you're going to see the normal race day screen here, and I can start it off, and it's going to go
5,
you're going to have a
4,
countdown and everything.
3, 2, 1,
go. The problem is that with a practice race, you don't really want a countdown. You don't really want this race day screen.
Lane 1 best lap, Lane 3 best lap.
Based on heat leader, none of that stuff really makes any sense in a practice race. So there's some more things to do. So we're going to kill that, and we're going to go back into the Manage Race screen, and we're going to make some more changes. The first change we're going to make is in the UI screen, the UI setup. Select the practice race again. Notice it's all filled in. First thing is that we don't want that race day XAML file. If you saw the previous tutorials, the XAML files are what define what the screens look like. The race day one is the actual race screen, and there's a specific one race coordinator comes with for practice, and big surprise, it's called practice. So we're going to select that, it changes up in here. The next thing is we don't really want the start lamps, because we don't need them. I mean, this is just practice. We just want people to go and stop as quickly as possible. So we're just going to clear both of those out. Now there's no start lamps. So now we're going to update, and we're going to run that again and see what it looks like now. You should see some significant changes. And boom, now you've got this practice screen. It looks radically different than the previous screen. Again, we're using an auto start countdown, so in 5 minutes this race will automatically start, or this heat will automatically start. Because it's practice, there's only one heat, so technically I'm going to start it early.
Go.
You're going to see that it's a 3-minute practice session. 3 minutes is probably not enough for practice, because it's a tutorial.
Lane 3 best lap.
Previous tutorials have showed you where to change that.
Lane 2 best lap. Lane 1 best
The
lap.
thing to show you here is that because we changed the race day XAML file, which is this practice race day XAML, there's no window screen because of leaderboard and things like that.
Lane 2 best lap.
But you'll notice there's clear all lanes, clear lanes, clear lanes. If you click on these, the lane data goes away, and it's as if another
Lane
driver
2
now
best
is
lap.
dumped onto the
Lane
lane.
1
So
best lap.
it's very useful for practice. You can do this in any race, but obviously allowing drivers to clear their
Lane
lane
2
data
best lap.
doesn't really make any sense. It's like penalizing them for all their laps. So again, you can clear them all, and that's as if everybody came off. But so you can do whatever you want here. But so importantly enough, or conveniently enough, that's pretty much all you need to do for a practice race. And typically, practice races, of course, are used in conjunction with an event. You'll run practice, and then you'll run your real event, whether it's a qualifying race or a finals race. But it's important to show the practice just because it is a unique race format to race coordinator, or in race coordinator. I don't know if it's unique to race coordinator, but in that, the driver standings going in and coming out don't make any difference whatsoever. None of it matters, and that's why on the practice race day screen there are no driver names, no driver pictures, nothing, because anybody can race on any lane they want. That's it. I don't really need to show you anything else with that. It's pretty straightforward, pretty self-explanatory. It's a very simple race to set up. Obviously, if you can add, you can change the call-outs, you can change the time. You can add and remove call-outs. You can do whatever you need to do in there. Those are things that we've shown you before in the higher level tutorial. So I'm not going to do that now and waste your time. So that's it. And thank you for watching or learning how to set up a practice race.